Hello, sixth graders. So yesterday we kind of went over our PowerPoint on the digestive system and how the processes are, how it goes through your mouth, your esophagus, then into your stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and then out through your bottom, or your rectum for academic language. So basically today what we're going to do is we are going to get to write our own stories. You're going to write your own tale on the digestive system. So I made a story and I would like to read it to you so you can kind of get an example of how it's going to be. Okay, so out of character. I made it, but I didn't have it. I don't have it with me, so I'm kind of just gonna briefly go over it real quick. Okay, so imagine I had my paper. Okay, this says, where did Amy the apple go? One day, Amy was sitting on a piece of plate. She got picked up, was eaten, and then she got swished around in the mouth and was getting hit by the teeth, and she felt a large water presence on her, which was the saliva, and then she felt a big push, and it was down. She went down like she was going down a slide in the esophagus. Yada, 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 yada. The story continues. I would have this, and then I would have pictures as I would read. So it was looking like a little children's book. Okay, so back in character. Okay, so now that you guys just saw my story, I want you guys to make your own. So what I'm going to hand out to you right now is a little, it's like a worksheet of what you guys need. Okay, so let's go over it together. So it's going to be basically what you're going to have to do is you're going to create an educational story from the point of view of the food moving through the digestive system. So what you get to do is you get to pick what type of format you want. You can either do a children's book like I did, you could do a comic strip, you could write a rap or a poem, or you could do a diary. Whatever you want to do, you be creative. You are the people making the story. So all you have to do is you have to make sure that it involves the 11 elements. Basically, like you need an introduction, like a title page, how I had mine. Where does Amy the apple go? You're going to need that. And then you're also going to need to make sure that you include where the food is, like the food's on the plate. And then the food goes into the mouth, and then it goes in. Then you have to talk about like the teeth and the saliva and how the bulbous makes the food mushy, and then it goes down to the esophagus. So on your piece of paper in front of you, there are 11 numbers, and that means that's the 11. You just have to make sure that you're hitting each category. So small intestine, large intestine. If you guys need help, which I'm sure when I was making my story, I needed help. So I want you to reference the PowerPoint. So for example, the mouth, the digestion begins in the mouth, right? The teeth and the tongue and the saliva change the food into bolus, okay? And then it goes down the esophagus. And then it goes, come on. It goes into the stomach where there's chyme and there's juices that break down the food, you know? And then it goes into the small intestine. So basically I want you to reference the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is what's going to help you because I'm sure not all of you guys will remember each little step. So the PowerPoint is there for you guys as a reference to figure out, okay, what step comes next? Okay, so this is what happened. Oh, chyme, or not chyme.